that they hold power. But words are nothing. Real power is in silence. It's in the storm you don't see coming. The fire that burns without a sound, waiting, patient, controlled, until it consumes everything in its path. And yet, you think you owe them an explanation, that you have to defend yourself, prove yourself, make them understand. That's the trap. That's how they pull you in, force you to speak, just so they can twist your words, mock them, use them against you. They can't control what they don't understand. And silence is a language they don't speak. Think of the strongest predators, the lion, the wolf, the viper. They don't waste time making noise. They don't announce their strength. They just exist. Watch. Move with purpose. Strike when the time is right. That's what you should be. Because the moment you start explaining yourself, the moment you start justifying who you are, you've already lost. You've given them a weapon, and they will use it to tear you apart. Look back. How many times have you given people your trust, your patience, your loyalty? And what did they do with it? They took, and took, and took, until there was nothing left. And when you needed them, they vanished. That's what people do. They take what they can and leave you wondering where it all went wrong. Let me tell you the truth, the one you don't want to hear. They never cared. Not really. If they did, they wouldn't have doubted you. They wouldn't have mocked you. They wouldn't have turned their backs the moment it was convenient. They don't watch you hoping you'll succeed. They watch, waiting for you to fall. They want to see the cracks, the weaknesses, the moment you break. So don't. Don't react. Don't explain. Don't give them a single ounce of what they crave. Be still. Be unreadable. Be the thought that lingers in their minds long after you're gone. Because silence makes people uneasy. It makes them question themselves. It forces them to sit with their own insecurities, their own fears, their own irrelevance. Most people live behind a mask, terrified of the truth. But when you refuse to engage, when you stop feeding into their games, you force them to confront the one thing they fear the most, themselves. And trust me, people hate mirrors. That's why they try to get a reaction out of you. That's why they talk, insult, whisper behind your back. It was never about you. It was always about them. They need to feel important. They need to feel powerful. But you don't need their approval. You don't need their validation. And that's power. That's why they hate you. So let them talk. Let them waste their breath. Let them throw words like stones, thinking they can break you. Because words are just that. Words. Empty. Powerless. Unless you let them in. A true predator doesn't need to roar. It doesn't need to prove it's dangerous. It just is. So be that. Cold. Calculated. Silent. Don't argue with fools. Don't waste your breath on those who aren't worth it. Don't lower yourself to their level. Because the second you do, they win. And they want you to lose. Because if you stay silent, if you refuse to engage, they're forced to face a truth they can't handle. They never mattered to you. And that will haunt them more than anything you could ever say.